Drills Talk, episode 62. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 3 ways to deal with setbacks. This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled One Step Forward, Two Steps Back. Now, I know how frustrating setbacks are. I deal with them also. It is past frustrating. It feels like you're, continuously starting over, and it can be really, really detrimental to your confidence. But I want to talk about how we're going to get through them and how we're going to be better off because of them. So let's get back on that road and get better. Drills Talk, episode 62. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 3 ways to deal with setbacks. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever it is you would like to do to show your love. Every Monday here, we have a new blog. Every Wednesday, a new Drills Talk, new vlog. Every Friday, I drop a new beat, instrumental, great way to start your weekend. It's a great channel to follow. I appreciate the subscribe, love the like, you love the comment, whatever you would like to do, I appreciate it. Let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is to learn what breeds doubt and frustration. So doubt and frustration are like a tag team, right? You have a setback and doubt is right there. And then frustration's right behind it, or vice versa. And you're like, what am I going to do? I'm trying, but it seems that again, every step forward is 2 steps back. But doubt and frustration comes from lack of progress. So think about all the times you are making progress. What goes away? What gets way, way less? Doubt and frustration. They kind of take a back seat, if not go away completely, because you're moving forward and you're gaining confidence. You're like, you know what? I'm doing this right. This is getting great. And the minute you hit a setback, or you have to restart, or you get pulled back from your momentum slowing down, all of a sudden here comes frustration and then doubt right behind it. And you're like, okay, well, look, I've been working on this for so long, and now it seems like I'm going 3 months behind. So that's the frustration. And then your doubt is coming in and saying, hey, well, not only are you frustrated, but you got to make up 3 months and then kind of catch up. How are you going to do that? Believe me, I know I beat myself up a lot of times when I take my 2 steps back, and we're going to discuss why it's 2 steps back instead of 1. But again, understand what breeds that, which is just a stop in progress. So knowing that doubt and frustration comes from a stop in progress, you know what to do to get out of it, which is to move forward again. Just do your best to move forward correctly. And we're going to go into number 2. Number 2 is to make sure your next step helps. So again, I told you that I go through this also, but when I'm trying to fix an issue, sometimes it's not the best solution. It may sound like the best solution. Okay, well, I need such and such, or let me try to do this a little harder, or let me try something else. But sometimes a great analogy I wrote in the blog, and it's linked in below. But what you can do is read that, and the scenario was, always wanting to have a house, wanting to own a home, and you finally get that house, right? But there's a leaky faucet. And you're like, well, this is my house. I got to kind of take some responsibility. I'm just going to go ahead and fix it. And before you know it, you're ripping the faucet off. There's water spilling everywhere. You're using all your linens and your clothes to try to hold the water. And by the time you learn that you can actually turn the water off and find out where that switch is, you got water all over the place and a hole in the floor. So did you taking action and wanting to fix it, did that help? No, it didn't. It was the wrong choice. The right choice would have been to look up how to turn the faucet off and then get somebody to fix it. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to say, okay, well, look, this little faucet, that's not going to mess me up. I'm going to fix this myself. And then we create another problem. So 1 giant step forward and 2 steps back. And where are we? Okay, well, we still have the home, but now we have 2 rooms in the house, the bathroom and whatever's under it, that needs a little work now. But the bright side is, back in the day, you would have taken that house if it needed work in 2 rooms, right? You have to look at it like that, or we drive ourselves nuts, because setbacks do happen and they will continue to happen. But one thing we can do is not make it worse by an unnecessary step. Number 3. Number 3 is to overanalyze both ways. So we definitely overanalyze and saying, oh my goodness, look at all the work I need to do to make up this stuff. But we never look at the other side and saying, well, look how good at least I have it now. Let's check the steps that I did take. I did buy that house. That's pretty good. That's a huge step forward. Yeah, the damage, that sucks. That's going to cost me some extra money. And I do have this new mortgage to pay. And I did want to do some things with the house. But now, it's going to be a new floor in the bathroom and a new whatever it is that, all the water messed up going through that floor. Okay, that's not the best situation, but I do have my home. Give yourself some sort of, okay, but I did this. What was that step you took before you took those steps backwards? And that's going to kind of give you an idea or give you some calm to saying, this is not all for naught. I didn't lose everything. Yes, it's frustrating to take that giant, step forward and then have to take 2 steps back. It is. And there's no real great way to just kind of move forward. You're going to have to take it. You're going to overanalyze it. You're going to think about the work that has to go into it. You're going to think about how you shouldn't have did what you did to try to fix it. I get it. I've been with you. I feel your pain. Virtual hug. It sucks. But you definitely need to give the analysis to the other side and know that, okay, well, I did take that step. This is not where I started. I do have a lot more work to do, but I know how to do it. I've been there before. So I'm going to take this step better. And if something else happens, that's, kind of a step back, I'm going to really, really think about my next step so I don't take another step backwards. It's just about preparing yourself and learning from everything you can possibly learn from. And setbacks, although we don't love them, we can definitely learn from them. Drills Talk, episode 62. These were the top 3 ways to deal with setbacks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this out. It's Drills.